Hey, what's happening, Facebook? And welcome to another edition of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Longhorn the comedian. I am here. It's Sunday night. I am in front of my computer this time. I'm not in my truck driving. I'm actually at home in the basement, in the man cave. Yes, I am talking to you. And my God, it's been a great day. It's been a great week. Thank y'all for stopping in and do me a favor as you come in, hit like, love, let me know that you've been here. Hey, Rita, glad to see you got out of Facebook jail. I appreciate that. Glad to see you out. But make sure you hit like or love, let me know that you stopped by. Rocking my new t-shirt. Yep. Thank you very much from Hazy Days for the t-shirt. That was awful kind of her. You can look her up. She's got her own business in Kansas City. Tonight's show is brought to you by Messages in the Madness. Thank you for your service. Longhorn the comedian, and laughter has no color. So, hey, thank y'all. Good evening to you too, Rita. Glad to see you. Like I say, stop by. Hit like, hit love. Let me know that you came in. Let me know that you stopped by. I greatly appreciate it. But it's been a great week, an awesome week. I guess the big news of the week is my son got married. Yes, he did. Y'all seen the pictures on my Facebook page. So, yes, proud, very proud dad. And I was there. I was able to officiate. I actually gave away my own son this weekend, which is not something that you really get a chance to do, I guess. I guess it's not a normal thing, but it was awesome. It was fantastic. Yes, I did cry. I admit I cried. I did. And because I was just so touched and honored to be able to do that. Hey, Annette, good to see you. Hey, Mr. Annette, good to see you too. Hit that like, love. Let me know that you stopped by. Let me know that you're in here. I got special treats. My daughter paid for my son Tarek and my sister Tamika to come to town to be a part of the festivities. I had uncles and aunts and cousins from all over the country. Aunt Roberta, Aunt Virginia, Uncle Joe, my cousin Carl. I mean, I could just name them off. I just had so many people show up, and then my brother. I call him my brother. He's not my blood brother, but he's my brother from another mother. We went through some things together. Ramon, he was there. Yeah, I just kind of fell apart on that one too. So it was just a wonderful and amazing event. It really was. And then too, on top of that, I got to see some of my son's friends that he went to school with. And to see them all grown up and having families of their own and careers and moving forward. And some of the guys played football for me. One young man we took in when he was a kid and he was homeless. And we took him in and we took care of him, until he can get back on his own feet. So, hey, James. Hey, Charlotte. Good to see y'all pop in, too. So, it was just an amazing event. Of course, we united two families. And, man, my heart, as you can tell, I'm still bubbling with joy about it. But, yeah, it just felt really good. So, it was great. If you don't know about it, check it out. It's on my Facebook page. There's some pictures in there, for you to check out. So, got to see my cousin Carl. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my Facebook page to the right so I can see some of those pictures on there. Don't forget hit like, love, and let me know that you've been here or in here or whatever. So I'm gonna get. I just got off of another. So I've been talking for an hour already. I was just on a Zoom show and did a Zoom comedy show for the Bay Area Arts Association, which was kind of cool. Yes, it was. And doing a Zoom show is like, yeah, it's different. Trying to do a Zoom comedy show. Doing a Zoom comedy show, to put it in perspective for you, it's like taking a blow up doll to the prom. Yeah, you could do it, but you probably shouldn't, and you're not going to get the effect that you really want. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I appreciated the opportunity. So, James, you're right. Always blessed, man. If I was any more blessed, I'd be blessed for somebody else. So don't forget, like, love. Come on in, hang out with me for a few minutes. I don't talk long, 15 minutes at the max, but what I want to talk about tonight is you never know. That's the title of the show tonight. You never know. You never know who you affect, how you affect, you never know who you affect in your life. You never know how you affect them. You just don't know. When you meet a stranger on the street, you do something nice for him, you don't know what you just did. All you know is you gave him $1 or you gave him a can of a soda or a bottle of water and you just kept on moving. You do not know what the effects was on that person. You met somebody in high school and you gave them an ink pen. And that ink pen that you gave them could have been the ink pen that caused them to write the essay that caused them to get into college, that went on, allowed them to become CEO of some major corporation. No, that's not what happened to me. That didn't happen to me. But one thing that did happen to me this weekend it just warms my heart is some of the young people um that was at my son's wedding were young people who I touched their lives in some point, in some way, and somehow. And don't get it twisted. I said touch their lives. I'm not R. Kelly. So I touched their lives in some kind of way, and they either call me coach or uncle or Mr. Vernon. And I fed them, or they've had their feet up under my table, or my kids have their feet up under their table, or they played football with me. Some kind of interaction that I had with them. And there was one young man that was there. His name was Sir. And Sir, I remember him as a teenager, very smart young man, but he was having some life issues. When I saw him this weekend, my heart just went out to him because he was on a walker. He had lost one of his legs. Unfortunately, he was shot multiple times, but he lived, thank God. And he told me, he said, Mr. Vernon, I just want to thank you because you took me in and you showed me love, and you encouraged me. He says, yeah, I had something bad happen to me, but man, before this happened, I was on my way. My life had changed. I was emancipated. I was doing this, I was doing that, I was in this program. And he said, you gave me a chance, to move forward instead of just becoming another number in the system. And I was like, I was completely just blown away by that. um you just never know how you touch people, how you affect people. I met young people who were elementary school classmates of my children, of my son, and they remembered me. I remember one young man said, yeah, I'm Mr. Vernon. I remember one thing I learned from you was keep your phone on player. For the old y'all that don't know what that means, it means keep your phone on vibrate. To this day, I still keep my phone on vibrate. Don't get that. That's a whole nother show. So, but the thing is just, so like I said, you just never know who or how or what the effect is that you have on people. How a random act of kindness or just being a good person can change or somebody's life or help somebody to be better. So I employ everyone to just take a minute and be just that much better. Okay. Yeah, bad thing. You're right, James. Bad things can happen to good people. It happens all the time. You know. My son, after he said his, he said his I do's, and yes, I cried when I shed some tears while we were doing the ceremony. I admit it. My son told a story to the whole audience, to everybody in the building. He said, and the story is real quick. He says, when he first started playing football, he was 6 years old. He was playing tackle football in Illinois. You could do that, tackle football. He ran a touchdown. Well, I wasn't a coach at the time. But I wanted to be close to my son, so I worked the chains. I was on the chain gang, and I was working the first down marker. And my son got a break. He ran around. He did a sweep around the end, and he took off 65 yards down the field. And I was running with him, screaming, "Go Trey! Go Trey! Go Trey!" And of course, I outran him. He ran all the way into the end zone. And when he got to the end zone, Dad was standing there. And I picked him up. He spiked the ball he wasn't supposed to. Yes, he did. But I picked him up and just told him he could do it. So I ran my son's first touchdown with him. And he told that story, but he told it in greater detail. And it brought some tears to some people's eyes, brought some tears to my eyes. Yes, I did a lot of crying this weekend. Yes, I did. But he said, my dad has ran with me my whole life, and he continues to run with me during my good, my bad, my ups, my downs, my successes, my failures. And he's right about that. And this other young man walked up to me afterwards and he goes, Mr. Vernon, I looked at you like you were my dad because you were just good to us all the time. You did your best to try to help every kid that you could. And hearing this, it did touch me because, like I say, you just never know how you're going to affect somebody. You just don't know who needs just a little love. And there it was, One young man came up to me after, he said, "Hey, Mr. Vernon, Thank you for raising an awesome young man. I'm like, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I think all my sons are very awesome, even the ones I'm not biological to. I think they're all very awesome because there's a number of young men that call me dad or pops, or look at me like a father figure. And I think they're all awesome. I love them. I love each and every one of them. But he goes, my dad wasn't around when I was growing up. And when he was around, all he did was lie to me. He says, but your son, I remember meeting your son, man. I just thought he was just awesome. I just thought he was just fabulous. He was just a great man. And now I see where he gets it from. And I was humbled. I was just too humbled. He goes, that's the kind of father I'm going to be. You've from watching him, you've inspired me to be a better father. And like I said, it was amazing. Am I doing the show tonight to brag on me? No, I'm not. I'm doing the show to tell you that you just never know. You never know who's watching, who's learning, who's watching, looking, and learning, and looking to take a page out of your book and study it so that they can make a difference in somebody else's life. And sometimes that's all it takes. James says all the way to the end with any kids. Yeah, try to be. Yes, I'm rubbing my eyes because I got something in them. Don't worry about what it is. So, at the end of the day, a lot of times it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's not what you love, it's how you love it. Yeah. That young man that just popped up on my screen, that's Clarence McClenny. That is my brother, Ramon. That's what we call him. We call him Ramon. He is not my blood by brother. He's not my brother by blood. He is my brother through fire. That's a whole nother story. But when I saw him, yes, I lost it. I did. I came apart. I cried because I hadn't seen him in 15 years. And the compliment that he gave me, and I may paraphrase it here. He told me I did a good job. And coming from another man to another man, that means a lot. He's 5 years younger than me. But he could see me through a lens. He saw me through a lens that none of you, I pray, will ever see me through. He saw me through some of the darkest days of my life after the military. So, yeah. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you. My sister was supposed to come down and be a special guest on my show tonight. I guess she copped out on me. I told her 8 o'clock. Where's she at? She know what time the show is. But thank you. James, you're right. Love can come from anyone. It can. And that's where we're having the issue at in this country right now is that we all think we just don't know how to let that out. We don't know how to show that because we're so afraid that if we do let it out or we show somebody some love or some kindness that people are going to take advantage of that. They're going to take it for granted. And so we just keep it bottled up inside of us. And we can't do that. I mean, we can do it. I can't tell you what you can't do. But man, just that little love makes a big, big difference. I'm going to tell you one more story, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because, I try to stay around 15 minutes. That's about, keep y'all attention to my attention and keep you guys coming back. But, hey, do me a favor. Don't forget to hit like or love, let me know that you've been here. James says, show the shirt. There it is. Pretty cool, huh? I thought so. So thanks for asking, James. But my brother, I will stand by you forever as well, man. Charlotte, thank you for that. Charlotte said you have a positive effect on everyone you come in contact with. I know you cried a lot of happy tears over the weekend. Yes, I'm still crying happy tears, Charlotte. So tonight we go to dinner. I went to dinner at Texas Roadhouse. And the manager's name is Dan. I'm calling him out, over in St. Charles, Missouri, right there by the Bass Pro Shop. He came over, he talked to me. My steak, not my steak, but my meal was cold. And I said, sir, I'm not complaining. Just could you take this and warm it up for me, bring it back? And I tried to keep the same demeanor that I always have. And, oh, there she is. Is that you?
Nope, it's me.
Oh, it's Prince. They can't see you. Well, stick your head in here. So anyway, he fixes my dinner and brings it back to me, and he says, "I was having a very bad day." That's Pumpkin Princess, y'all. That's Pumpkin Princess. My sister supposed to came down and did the interview. She's supposed to be my special guest, but she didn't make it down. But my daughter stuck her head in. So he goes, "I was having a really bad day, but there was something positive about you that made me feel better." And he basically gave me my meal for free, $27, and he gave me a veterans discount, so $30 off my meal. And all I did instead of cussing him out or being mean or I was just nice, you know. And I guess it blew my mind, but and it was just that little thing. Hey, Miss Johnson, how you doing, lady? Good to see you. So we just got to aspire somehow. We've got to aspire to be better. We got to aspire to try to love each other. And like I say, just those little things that we do, mean so much to so many people. So be sure you hit like and love, let me know that you're here. I'm holding up. My sister's supposed to be coming downstairs. So otherwise, I hope you had a great week. Mine has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And James, if I can get you one of these shirts, I'll see about doing that. I will contact her. So here's she. Where's she at? I hear. Y'all heard me talk about my sister. I'm gonna raise the camera up just a little bit, so because she's standing up. So there she is. There she is. Hello. That's my baby sister.
Oh my God.
My only baby sister.
That's right.
Tamika LaShawn. That's her. Yeah. I said your government name. Don't know. You see her. You hear this? She tell me I'm doing too much. So y'all see who got all the beauty in the family, and Nisha, you come over on this other side here.
Come on, niece. Come on through, niece.
And my sister lives on the East Coast, and she came in just for our the wedding today, and then we're gonna stick the head in here. That's Pumpkin Princess.
That's right. Aww.
That's my daughter, and our daughter. I take that back. She is a registered respiratory therapist down in New Orleans. So she was down there during the hurricane. Y'all heard me asking for prayers for her and everything. Yeah, she was down there taking care of people, and I'm just so grateful that both of them are okay. I'm grateful for all my children.
Grateful for you.
Well, thank you.
Aww.
She trying to make me cry. That's that's their thing. So they keep a $20 bet on who can make me cry. That's 50. What they do.
I win every time.
Oh, it's 50. Oh, okay. Now they didn't raise
I
to
50.
Won last time. You see how they do me? Yeah. You see how they do me? So y'all say hi to my daughters. I mean, my daughter and my sister.
I was daughter for a minute though, for like a couple of years. He's like a father and a brother, so he's a good guy, and love him to death. So I appreciate him.
Well, you know what? I did what I had to do, but I'm just grateful, and I'm grateful that they even wanted to come and stick their head in and say hi to y'all. They got all the pretty. Yes, they did. Hey, Rita, say hi, family.
Hello, Rita.
Yeah, they did get all the pretty, but that's all right. I smell good, so there you go. I got that. Yeah,
I look like him, so I don't know.
Do y'all really think she looks like me?
It look just like you.
Do she look like me? Like love something. Do she look like me? That child does not look like me. She look like the mailman. That's who she looked like.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure out I finally figured out why we got the same mailman, and we moved in 3 different states and had the same mailman in 3 different states. So she
mystery solved.
Mystery solved. What she just said. So
Uncle Ma said yes.
Well, of course, yes. Miss Johnson, everybody say yes. Okay, well. Guys, like I said, I know him to keep it. She looks like
you only pretty.
Yeah, Rita. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I do this every Sunday. Y'all stop in, like, love, hear me talk, chatter away, and I appreciate it. Thank y'all for showing these two some love. And I'm gonna say what I always say. Keep God first, or whatever your higher power is. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, take care of yourself. If you didn't spend that $40, keep your hands to yourself. If you didn't cash out the 40, keep your hands to yourself.
That's right. It's 50 now.
It's 50 now?
Yeah.
COVID money? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what they talking about. It's a bill.
It's a whole 100 now?
No.
I'm out of the loop.
Car note.
What? Car note?
Rent.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway. Love your kids. Take care of them kids. Hug them kids. Man, spoil them kids because they're our future. And last but not least, God bless you. So I'm Longhorn the comedian. This has been Messages in the Madness. Oh, you say thanks for the 20. Have a great week and count on your blessings. Thank you, Ms. Rita. Thank you. Y'all are my blessings, really. These are my blessings. So thank y'all very much for hanging in here with me. Thank y'all for being a part of the show. And as always, God bless y'all.
$2.50.
She said 50 cents. Jesus Christ. Mike, she is so extra. Why is she so
It's
extra?
your child, that's why.
She is just so extra. Good night, y'all.
Me right here too, y'all.
Now she's showing pictures. Okay. She like a dark-skinned Janet Jackson in that picture, don't she?
That's right. That's right.